You were probably just a kid when this song came out.
I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair. No.
Simple Plan is celebrating their 25th anniversary, still going strong today with tours, new music, and now a brand new movie. The band is taking us behind the scenes of their rise to rock stardom with their new documentary, Simple Plan, The Kids in the Crowd. And joining me this morning from Simple Plan is Pierre, Bouvier, and Comeau. Great to have you guys in studio.
Great to be here. Thank you.
And
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, my pleasure. And welcome back. This is the Old Much Music Studio, and you guys were just commenting, these doors look awful familiar.
Yeah, we've signed a lot of autographs out there with people screaming and like doing, you know, the countdowns and all the MTV, the Much Music Awards here. It was a great building to be part of.
There's some footage of this actual studio in our movie. Yeah, it's amazing. It's part of our story.
It is part of the story. You guys got the chance to watch the new documentary with some family and friends. I saw on your social media. You guys were posting that. What was that like to sit with the people around you who've watched the last 25 years and now to see it on the big screen?
It was incredibly emotional to be able to have, you know, all your friends, your family, everybody that got you there, right, to watch and to be a part of that with them. It was really special night. I got to be honest with you, I did cry a bunch of times during the movie, so there you go.
Were you expecting the tears? Like, to go back and look through, did you expect it to be this emotional?
Honestly, like, I've been watching this thing so many times, and every single time it gets me. So
really?
we've tried to make something that was emotional, that wasn't just like a documentary that just talks about like, oh, we did this and that. It was trying to get to the human side of the story. So yeah, I was expecting it. I thought it was going to be worse.
Oh, that's amazing. What was it like going back and taking stock of like every decision that you made and all the success that you've had over the last 2.5 decades, 3 decades?
It's pretty incredible because, you know, as a band, we always look forward. We always look to the next thing that we have to do and what's the next tour, what's the next song we have to put out. And for me, especially, I don't take a lot of time to sort of look back on what we've accomplished, and I'm always focused on how to get through the next one. So to be able to have all that footage put together in an hour-and-a-half movie about the beginning from when we were like 14 years old and we started our first band together and recorded an album in my parents' basement, and all that story for me, it was so cool to be able to take it all in, you know what I mean? Because now we have kids and we're you know, our mid-40s and we're still a band, we do what we do, but like it's been such a long time, but it feels like it was yesterday. But when you look at the movie, you're like, oh my God, we can look back at this and think, we did a good job. We did good, you know, and so that's something that's hard for me to do. So it was really nice.
That's really cool. Yeah. I mean, like as a regular human, I do that process. I don't expect somebody, a band that like I've looked up to, that so many people look up to, that your fans all over the world look up to go through that same kind of retrospective process.
Totally.
It really humanizes you guys. You're just like us.
Yeah,
just like a regular
and it's
people.
not easy to summarize, you know, 25 years into an hour-and-a-half. I mean, there's so many moments like, oh, I wish this was in it, or like, oh, should we put this in? And, you know, yeah, it was really challenging. And also, there's 4 perspectives, right? There's 4 people. They have 4 different ways of looking at the story. So it was a real challenge to make. But I think everybody should have a movie made about them, because it gives you a chance to look at what you've done, the journey, the ride. And everybody's got a crazy ride, so crazy journey. So for us, it was remarkable. And when you have kids too, like, hey, hopefully you watch this one day and you kind of get to know your dad a little better, you know. So that was the idea. Like the main motivation at the end of the day was that, like the legacy to your, you know, to your kids, your family, everybody that worked with you on this, you know.
Well, it's not just your perspectives in the film. There's also other big names in the doc, like Avril Lavigne, members of Sum 41. I want to know the relationship that you guys have with other Canadian artists today compared to when you all first started. Was it friendly competition and now a celebration, or has it been the same, or has there been evolution?
I think it depends on who it is, you know what I mean? There's some people that were a little friendly competition, and some of them that were really mentors. You know, we got the guys from The Offspring, that was one of the first bands that kind of introduced me to the style of like pop punk or whatever we call it. And there's like guys like Fat Mike from NoFX, and there's Mark from Blink, who was such a incredible, you know, big part of the story when he first joined us on the song I'd Do Anything, part of our video. He gave us the big stamp of approval of like, I think these these guys are cool.
Changed our career.
Yeah, to see all those people talk about their perspective of who we are as people, as a band, that was really eye-opening and very cool. And that was one of my favorite parts of the whole thing, is just having like Avril Lavigne's in there too, and like so many more that I'm forgetting to talk about.
And Avril, I mean, it was so full circle. I mean, we've toured with her 23 years ago, and we just finished our huge U.S. tour with her literally a few days ago. And so it's like, you know, it was amazing to get that chance to do it again and be on tour with her after all these years.
It's so cool to look back and see all the old footage and the old pictures, and we've got some pictures I'd like to throw it back with. Because in the documentary, you go right back to the beginnings of when you guys were like in Montreal getting ready, when you were just a brand new band. So here are you guys as just youngins here, but I've got individual pictures of you both. And so I'd like to start first. I'd like you to look at the picture, if we can flip to the next one, and have you look directly at that camera and look at that little young pup there and tell me, what would you guys say to your younger selves? If you could go back and offer a piece of advice to those cute little guys there, what would you say?
I would try to not say too much, because obviously, you know, we've been blessed with an amazing career, and I think that we've, you know, had a lot of tough decisions in that time, but obviously we made a few good ones. And I wouldn't want to say too much, because I don't want to mess it up. You know, I don't want to be like, don't worry about it, it's going to be fine, because then I might just like, you know, lose that drive a little bit. So I would just say, hey, keep going. You're doing good.
Yeah, I think I would say, for me, I'd say, like, you know, you're on the right track. Like, it's okay to be a little crazy and obsessed about something and to really want something, and that, you know, and it's like, you know, sometimes people look at you and they go like, oh my God, you're out of your mind, like, you know, think about something else, why you're obsessing about this. But sometimes I think that's what it takes, you know. So I say keep going, you're on the right track. And I would say just take a bit of time to appreciate it and to enjoy the great stuff, because like Pierre was saying, sometimes we don't do that. And I think just kind of take it all in. It goes so fast. Yeah. You know, it's like it spins like this whole career was like, for us, it feels like yesterday. So take it all in. Take it all in. Yeah.
Chuck, Pierre, thank you so much. Congratulations on the documentary.
Thanks so much.
And don't forget, Simple Plan, The Kids in the Crowd is streaming now.
If you like that video, make sure to subscribe to the Your Morning YouTube feed, where you can find all kinds of new content posted every weekday morning.